Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jean and I'm so happy and excited to have you guys here. So for today's reading, we're going to do a pick a card video about the secret message of your dad, your father, your papa, whatever you call your special man in your life. So we're going to use an oracle card, a rune based oracle card, as well as tarot to give us a short but detailed message, secret message that your pops wants to, that your dad wants to let you know. So in front of us here, I've prepared 4 piles for you guys to choose from. So, I'll put the crystals on a closer look for you to, choose better. So we have here pile number 1 with the Ocean Jasper mini palm stone. So it's either Ocean Jasper or Dali Jasper, but it's a Jasper. Let's just go with Jasper mini palm stone. There you go. And then we also have pile number 2 with the Tiger's Eye mini tumble. Okay, there you go. So you can also pick based on the energy of the cards, but it's best if you can feel both the energy of the cards and the crystal. Okay, and then we also have pile number 3 with the Desert Rose crystal. Okay, there you go, Desert Rose. So it's also another form of selenite. And then we also have pile number 4 with the citrine. So it's a small tumbled heat treated citrine. Okay, so it's very small, you guys. There you go. Alright, so you can pick again based on the crystals or based on the cards. You can pause the video if you need more time, but if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and I'll see you on the pile that you've chosen. I'm going to start with pile number 1 now. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Jasper mini palm stone and this oracle card, this reading is for you. So for your rune card, you have Tor Isas. Now, I'm going to explain what that means, but first, I'm going to lay out all of your tarot cards. So, we're using the Pulp tarot card, and your first card is the 3 of Wands. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Next, we have, oops, sorry, my hands are small and chubby. We have the 3 of Cups, okay? And then we also have the 10 of Wands and the, there you go, and the 9 of Wands. Alright, so pile number 1. What is your father's secret message for you? Now, I'm seeing here with the 3 of Wands, besides the Queen of Pentacles, that it's either one, they want you to inherit their wealth, their company, or their business, or let's say for instance they are very well known in their field, like they want you to follow in their footsteps. Or I'm also seeing that there's this possibility that they will be giving you a large sum of money and they want you to grow it on your own. Now, I'm also seeing the possibility here that your dad is very, very supportive of whatever field you choose to grow in. So with the 3 of Wands, I'm seeing here that the first thing that they want to let you know is that they are already proud of you. And they're so happy of the things that you're accomplishing, whether it's a big thing or a small accomplishment, big and small. They are very happy that you've achieved and they're very proud of you for it. And then next here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here that, this is actually where I'm getting the work hard kind of vibes. So they want you to, be focused on your goal. They want you to really start on following your dreams or whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. And the Queen of Pentacles, with her arm outstretched, holding out the pentacle, is giving me the message that your dad wants to let you know that they will do everything that they can to hand you the resources that you need. So let's say do you need what do you need? Do you need more money? Okay, go, I'll find a way to do it. Or let's say, do you need more time to do something? Like, okay, sure. Or do you need more time to study or more time to focus? Okay, we'll find a way to split out the chores among ourselves. So in whatever way they are willing to help you out, okay, to build this thing that they know will be very, very beneficial for you in the long run. So there's actually an abundance of wealth in here, in terms of financial, in terms of something that's more spiritual. So there's actually a lot of good energy. And I'm also seeing here that your dad has this specific message that if you ever felt that they have been harsh to you when you were a child, it's only because they are preparing you for what is to come, like the real world. So they're not doing that to punish you, or they're not doing that just because they hate you, but the things that he did to you in, again, this is a general reading, but those trainings that were really hard, him pushing you to the limits. So those things were not to punish you, just to make you feel bad, but he wants to let you know that he did those things to prepare you for greatness. And we also have here the Three of Cups, and it's giving me the message that they are actually very proud of you, and they don't they may not say it loud enough, or you may not know about it, but they really showcase, like they really tell other people about your achievements. Like, they're proud to be your father, and they let other people know about it. They share it with a lot of people. And I'm also seeing here another message is that now that now that you're an adult, or as you become an adult, okay, they're hoping that you know um they could have you both could have a better relationship towards one another. And I'm also seeing here another message coming through with the Three of Cups being beside the Ten of Wands, that one, try to try to stop, or try to lessen, rather, not stop, because partying is also fun, but try to lessen the parties and all. Well, basically, because dad stuff are a bit weird about you, especially if you're a female watching this. Now, that's one message. And another message that's coming in for me is that they want you to be very careful, because they can sense, or they can see that within your friend group there is someone that you should be more careful of, in terms of giving out your trust to them. And the Ten of Wands is also giving me the energy, or the message that your dad wants to let you know that you know um things will be hard, okay, like things will be very hard. Hence the reason why there was this like strict training in the past, when you were younger. Like, they want you that things will be hard. As the Ten of Wands, things will be so hard that you would like to give up, or that you're ready to give up. But with the Nine of Wands, it's giving us the message that he wants to let you know that when you are about to give up, don't. He wants to let you know that in the exact moment that you feel like you have nothing, and that you're already beaten up, or you've got literally nothing, is the time that you should fight, because that's the time when you've got nothing to lose. So, they want you to keep your head up, and they want you to know that life is a constant struggle. But, with the Theresa's. Okay, hold on. Just give me a sec. I'm still learning rules. Like, I'm very interested with it, but I'm not really well versed with it for now. So, Theresa's. So, this card is also speaking about protection. Okay, so see how the man is covering himself. Okay, not COVID related, but because there's a factory within where he's going. So, I'm also giving it's also giving me rather the message that your father, he wants to protect you at all costs, but he knows and he understands that he can't be there for you all the time. Like, he can't protect you all of the time. That's why he did all that he can to make sure that you can protect yourself, because he may not admit it, but he has this deep seated fear or anxiety within him that something bad might happen to you, and God forbid nothing bad happens to you. And like, he wants, again, he's very protective. Okay, I'm seeing that for most of you pick this pile, your dad is or has this tendency to become overprotective, but that's only because he's very worried about you. Okay, not that he doesn't trust you, but it's just him, like, being worried. That's like part of his persona. So, Dorisas is saying that he wants to let you know that he prays and he's hoping that wherever you are, no matter what happens to you, you're safe, and that you know how to keep yourself safe. And I'm also seeing here with this card, especially if the message that resonated with you was the wealth, that you have to be careful with whom you trust in terms of wealth. It's like there is strong message coming in for some of you. Like, do not trust some people or a particular person with your wealth, with the wealth, especially if your gut is telling you not to do so. But overall, just to sum it up, your dad, basically wants you to thrive and wants you to, enjoy your life to the fullest. Okay, so that is it for us. Pile number one. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Tiger Eye Crystal, this one is for you. So, your rune base oracle card is Lagoose. So, we're going to talk about this later on. But for now, let's go with your tarot to know what is the secret message of your father for you. So, for your first card, you have the Ten of Swords. Intense energy. Pile number two. And then you have the Hermit card in reverse. Okay. Then you have the Five of Wands in reverse. And then you have the Page of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Two of Cups. Okay. So, pile number two. So, your father's message is actually a very, emotional one. It's really more focused on emotions. So, we start off reading with the Ten of Swords, and I'm seeing here that for most of you who pick this pile, that, your relationship with your dad isn't really, well, for the lack of a better term, healthy. Like, you grew up in a way not being close towards one another. The relationship might have been toxic or very toxic. For some of you, it may have been that the relationship was abusive, and if that is the case, I'm so sorry to hear that. Now, the Hermit card in reverse is saying that there's this apology coming in from your dad. So, there's this message coming in saying that they have these issues within themselves that they were not ready to face. It's like they're afraid. They are afraid of their own thoughts. They're afraid of their own feelings. Like they're afraid of their own shadow. And, they want to apologize because they were not aware that this fear was eating them up inside to the point that they're already hurting you. But the Five of Wands being in reverse is giving us the message that your father wants to let you know that it was, you know, not his intention to hurt you. And there's this apology, or there's this regret coming in that, you grew up, or you had this thought that, or image of him, that he's the enemy. So it's actually sad for him to think that you see him as an enemy, with someone, or rather someone who is against you, someone who is, you know um someone who is not family, as I would say. And there's also a regret in terms of you how he rather handled discipline. So lately, or later on, it was only then that he realized that what he was doing was beyond discipline and such. And with the Page of Cups in reverse, I'm also seeing that, like, he's sad about the past. Okay, he's definitely not happy with what happened. Okay, that's what I'm getting with the Page of Cups in reverse. There's this regret, there's this, deep negative emotions coming in. Okay, that if only he could go back in time and change the past, and if only he could go back and know, like, if only he knew then what he know now. Okay, like, he would love that. He would love to have a second chance with you. He would love to think, or he would love to redo things. He would like to have this chance to handle you better, to discipline you better. And there's also this message coming in that, because of his way, or because of his will to make you an independent person, he feels sad that it actually made you feel lonely instead. That's what I'm getting in here. And I'm also getting another message that he knows that the things that happened in the past cannot be repaired anymore. And if only there was a way that, these things could be cleansed. If only you would give him a second, or a third, or fourth, another chance. Like, he would love it. Okay, like, he would take it. As I'm seeing with the Two of Cups. So I'm seeing here that he's sorry because, he showed love in a different way. And, if only he had another chance to show the younger you, like the inner child of you, your inner child rather, that, that he can express love in a more healthy way, in a way that doesn't create distance between the two of you. So, Two of Cups, I'm seeing here that even though there's this acknowledgement that the past cannot be changed, the feelings that you have towards him because of the things that happened in your youth before, he knows that, he cannot take that back. And he understands the things that you're feeling towards him. Or for some of you, I'm seeing that, he for some of you, your father may not understand, but he knows that there's this gap, like, there's this gap in your emotional connection with each other. He knows that. But the Two of Cups in here saying that, you know, he hopes that someday, some okay, maybe not anytime soon, but someday, he's hoping that someday you will at least, if not rebuild the connection or repair the kind of connection that you had, he's hoping that at least you could have a chance to have this new connection. One that is not based on the things that happen, one that is devoid, that one, a connection that has no history towards it, like a completely new connection. Like he is looking forward to that in a way, okay? Like in sometimes I'm feeling that, you know, he wants to have this relationship with you, but because of the things that happen and because of his own emotional limitations, like he's having difficulty expressing that. And I'm also seeing here that, you know, he wants to tell you that he loves you, he just don't know how, or he's just afraid that you won't say it back, or that you won't listen, or that you reject it. And Lagoose here, so okay, just want to pull the card closer. There's water around it, so I'm also seeing emotions, like your father's, you know, message is really emotional. And you know, there are tears. I'm hearing the message that there are tears that he sheds, that, you know, he doesn't let you know, or he doesn't show, because he doesn't want you to think that he's weak. Okay, maybe it's for you to, you know, always cling on him, always to look up to him, to always see him as strong, or it could be for his own benefit. But you know, regardless, the message, the consistent message, regardless of the alternative, is that, you know, he also has his own sorrows that he wishes he could, you know, forgive himself for, that he wishes, you know, those negative emotions, painful experiences that he wish could go away and have never experienced at all. But again, I just want to end the reading with a message that, you know, he loves you, and if in case that you can say it based on the things that happened in the past, he's hoping that at least you can say it based on this new connection that you will be building. Okay, so that is it for us, pile number 2. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Selenite Rose, this reading is for you. So your rune-based oracle card is Awows. So we'll talk more about this card later. But for now, let's talk about your, you know, your tarot. So this will give us the secret message that your dad wants to let you know. So for your first card, we have here the Four of Wands. And then we also have, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Next message that we have is the Emperor. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So a lot of, you know, new beginning energy. And then we have the Lovers. Okay, so cardinal energies. Okay. Alright, so pile number 3. What does your dad secretly want to let you know? Okay, now first off, his first message looking at these cards in general is that he wants you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so starting with the Four of Wands, like I'm seeing here that, you know, he knows that you're somewhere between satisfied and happy with where you are in life. But with the Five of Pentacles appearing next to the Four of Wands, he also has this feeling, like, or you know, he has this knowledge that where you are right now is not where you will grow. I'm seeing here with the Emperor that he knows that you can achieve so much more, Okay, like he has more things in store for you. Like he can imagine you doing so much more than what than what he sees right now. Now it's not that he's not proud of you, or yeah, it's not that he's not proud of you or that he's not happy with whatever that you've accomplished right now, or with wherever you are, but rather there's this secret message from him saying that he knows that you have this much potential, but you are not maximizing it yet. He knows that you can do so much more, and it could also be that he doesn't want you to be satisfied with where you are right now, because he knows that pretty soon, in the long run, the things that are happening or you're receiving right now may not be enough, or will not be something that would last forever. So he's hoping that you will be able to find something that is more stable, something that is more for the long term. I'm also seeing here that he wants you to you know he wants you to hold back on your fear. He wants you to be less fearful of things that are unfamiliar. So I'm seeing here that he's actually encouraging you to expand yourself, push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, explore, travel, build something. He wants you to start something. So I'm seeing here also there's this message that you don't have to do something just to please him, but rather he wants you to excel. And what the good thing, the gentle message here is that the Emperor is beside the Ace of Cups. So it's not just about him really pushing you hard to the sense that it's almost becoming harsh, but rather there's this message here saying that he knows where you want to be in the long run. He knows your goals, he knows what you want to achieve, like he knows you. There's this message of um there's this message from your dad saying that he knows you, and it could also be that he knows you more, he knows you well, more than you know yourself. So he knows that there's something inside of you, like there's this goal, there's this dream within you that you are not reaching because you are settling, or yes, because you are in your comfort zone and it's not there. Like he knows that there's something deep within you that you want to do, that you want to happen, and he wants you to get that. Okay, like he's like, go for it. Okay. And I'm also getting the message that he wants you to be unafraid of the things that are uncertain, because you will never know what you will find out to love. Okay, so he's also saying that you don't need to be afraid of meeting new people and leaving your old family behind. Okay, so there's also this message saying here that you will never find out until you actually try. I'm getting that strong message. So there's also another message coming in that he really wants you to enjoy your life and chase your dreams. Okay, so he doesn't want you to just settle down. He wants you to actually pursue, go, and follow your heart and such. Especially with the lovers here. Okay. And with the lovers, okay, so I want to put the card up close. So you see how there's a man, second Adam and Eve situation. Well, it's exactly an Adam and Eve situation. Like there's this apple, then there's an angel. Okay, I'm getting the message here that your father also wants to let you know that hopefully you don't make the same mistakes that he did. Like he's very particular with that. He's very concerned about it. He's hoping that you will do better than him. So most probably that's why we're getting this message that, he wants you to go out there and do more, because there's this fear inside of him that, you might end up with the same regret, the same mistakes that he did, and he doesn't want you to go through that. No, like he wants you to, be better, experience more comfort, more happiness, more love, more satisfaction in your love, in your love for the longer time. And I'm also seeing here with the lovers that you don't have to worry about disappointing him. You don't have to worry about, not doing, the kind of career that he was hoping you would have. So what's more important for him is that you do the things that you love and that you're happy. I'm also getting the message here that he wants to let you know that you don't have to be afraid of failing. You don't have to be afraid of making mistakes. Like, mistakes happen all of the time, but regardless, I will be there for you. I will be there to help you, realize the things that you did wrong, and I will be there to help you and support you to correct them, to make things right. Okay, so that was really sweet. Okay, sweet message. And then this time let's talk about the EWOS card. I'm so sorry. I'm still studying the runes. Like, I'm really interested in it. Watch out for future readings. I might be using them soon. Claiming it. Anyway, we have here EWOS. So this talks about traveling, and I really love that this one appeared in your card. Like, it's very consistent with the message of the tarot. So we see here two figures. Okay, like two figures holding each other, like traveling. Okay, so this pretty much resembles like a father and, a child's relationship, wherein the father is really doing everything that he can so that the child would come up, okay, in relation to this reading at least. So it was just actually talking about traveling. So it's talking about traveling, it's talking about exploring, it's talking about also to, give 110 to 100% of your best effort, your heart, your soul, your blood, sweat, and tears into something for you to achieve the kind of things that you want. And in relation to this, I'm seeing that, your father is willing to do everything that he can, or he wants to let you know that he also did all that he can, all the efforts, all the sacrifices that he did is for you to get to that better place. And, he's willing to do it all over again, anytime for you. Alright, so that is it for us, pile number 3. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the citrine crystal, this one is for you. And, coincidentally, we also have the Fei Hu card, which talks about wealth. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the rune-based oracle card later. But for now, let's focus on the tarot to give us more insight on what is your father's secret message for you. Okay, so for your first card, you have the Fool. Next, you have the Hierophant. And then we have the Sun. Next, we have the 10. Oh, the 10 of Cups. And we also have the 7 of Wands. So pile number 4. What is your dad's secret message for you? Now, I'm seeing here with the Fool. Okay, the Fool and the Hierophant are like really connected in here. So starting off reading with the Fool card, I'm seeing here that your dad wants to let you know that he he also, well, like while you were growing up, while he was being a father, he also wasn't sure if what he was doing was right. Like, he knows that he's not a perfect parent. Okay, he knows that he has his days, he has his misses. Like, he wasn't really sure how to be a perfect dad. But the hierophant in here is saying that, what he can proudly say is that even though he wasn't sure of what he was doing, he did give his best. Okay, like, he did all that he can to, raise you the best way possible that he can. And I'm also seeing here with the hierophant that, he wants you to grow up to become, a very kind, a very loving, and, a very helpful, considered empathic person. Okay, especially if you're still in your teenage or in your younger years. Like, he wants you to, be a compassionate kind of person. Someone who is full of love, who is full of happiness, and who shares laughter among other people. And yes, and then you have here the sun next to the hierophant. So with the sun card, I'm seeing here that, your father is very sweet in the file number 4. Like, your dad is very warm. I'm seeing that, you guys have a very close relationship with him. Like, you always hang out, or like he tries to always make you laugh, and like he really does everything that he can, that so that you get to spend time within the family. Like, he really does everything that he can so that, you all of you would have a close relationship, like a close bonding towards one another. And, it's really, heartwarming and sweet that we have the sun and the 10 of cups besides each other. So I'm really seeing here that, your father wants to let you know that being a father has been the best thing that has ever happened to him. His days that he spent with you, with his family, are the best days of his life ever. There is nothing more that can top that. Nothing and no one else would come first, you know, against your family. Like, you are his priority. You, his family, would always come first. Like, your father would really do literally everything for you. Like, he loves you so much. Like, he has given you all the love that he has known. I'm also seeing here that for some of you who picked this pile, that, your dad, he may have not grown from a place wherein, like, the relationship was healthy. So I'm seeing here that, he did what he can to make sure that his family, the family that he will be building, will not have to go through that kind of situation. Yeah, so I like, needless to say, there's just so much love in here. And I'm also seeing in here that, he considers, like, it's almost as if, your family is like the center of your father's universe. Like, it it's his, most favorite job that he has ever had. And, he knew that he was destined, okay, to spend his life, to spend his days with you guys, and he cannot be any more happier for it. And with the sun card here, especially in the middle, now just want to do a little bit of close up. There you go. So you can see that there's a child rocking his chair, standing still. Like, I'm getting the message in here that no matter what age you are, no matter how you've grown, no matter, the distance and all, he will always see you as a baby. Okay, and you might notice it by the way that he still calls you those nicknames, or that he still tries to bond you in ways that he did when you were little kids. So for you, that's just his way of establishing a connection or just being with you. And yes, no matter what happens, they'll always see you as a little child, not that in a bad way, but they'll always be you'll always be their baby. That's what I'm saying. And then 10 of cups. Okay. Yes, so 10 of cups in here. So we see a family bowling. So I'm seeing here that every day that he is with you guys is a celebration for him. Okay, so I'm also seeing here that he wants to let you know he's very proud of you, and that you know you have grown perfect. Like, you're perfect as you are, and there's nothing to change. No need to change anything about you. Like, you're great as you are. And then we also have here the 7 of wands. So in here, the image of the 7 of wands is that there's a woman hugging the leg of this man, and there are swords, or rather wands, around them. So I'm getting the message in here that your dad wants to let you know that no matter what happens, okay, he'll always be there to support you, to protect you. Okay, like, he will do anything, even to the point wherein okay, like, look at the face of the man. He's scared, but nonetheless, he's still fighting. Like, he's still standing up. So I'm getting the message that even if this is something that would hurt him, disappoint him, inconvenience him, if it's for your own benefit, like, he would really sacrifice himself, put himself out there for you. And lastly, we have here Feihu. So Feihu talks about wealth, and relevant to the reading here in the tarot, I'm seeing that your dad wants to let you know that you are his greatest wealth. You are his biggest blessing. You are his abundance, and the love that you share within your family is more than enough. So I know that Faye, who is talking about wealth, money, and all, but the abundance that he feels is something that's truly priceless, and something that no amount of money can ever buy. And he cannot be anymore be happier for it, for being a parent to all of you. Okay, or to you if you're an only child. Okay, so that is it for today's reading, pile number 4. I hope you liked the message. I hope you liked this video. Hopefully it was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye.